pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Regular. Check. I got it.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Shoot! Kill! General West! Hey, alert 3! Hey, alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurry!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Jackson now on third down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You see it all day. Pick it. What ready? Check 52 right here. Check. Spine.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Christian Covington. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Jackson on 3rd and long. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
180! Point it right.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Good. 180! Regular. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, switch gears.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now Balaj. is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third and short, Drake. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Run. Check three. King. Out. Hey, wahoo.
On third down, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They run it with Balaj. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, alert!
On second down, it's Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On second and very short, Mayfield. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
53 is the mic. Down to lose one. Check 52. Slams. Hey, alert 33. It's a safety creep.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Kill, kill, kill. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good. 180.
Mike, number 50.
Run, run, run.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check down.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jaguars.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Right back to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mayfield. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about that little piece of athleticism? Not only the catch, how about the move?
That's not a third down back out there either. That's a tight end making that move. They'll run on first down. Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bravo.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, Jackson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Dolphins take
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Set, 180.
Check. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, alert 33.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert 33.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Go. Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, it's Drake. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Watch out.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Let's go. Let's do it. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. Well, on 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.